Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Thursday, the 30th of July. Employers are ready to farewell complex leave requirements thanks to a bill passed last night. Over the next 2 years, annual and sick leave will change to being based on the number of hours that a staffer works. The bill includes a 12.5% compensation payment for working extra and casual hours instead of accruing leave. The Employers and Manufacturers Association's Alan McDonald says this will simplify the current complicated rules.
Now you know if you work an hour, you get so much for that hour. And that's real benefit to employers and employees.
The Associate Justice Minister says the new arms bill will give licensed firearm owners the respect they deserve. Nicole McKee says it removes unnecessary rules but keeps firearms out of criminals' hands. The bill has passed its final reading in Parliament, meaning a new independent regulator focusing on licensing, safety and education will operate independently of police. McKee says licensed firearms owners have been demonised and conflated with criminals for the past 7 years.
Firearm ownership and public safety are not in conflict. They actually go hand in hand.
Research has revealed the disturbing level of violence facing support workers. An AUT report finds almost 80% of workers in disability, community care and mental health and addiction services have experienced workplace violence. Psychological violence was the most common form, more than half of support workers experiencing threats or bullying. The Public Service Association's Melissa Woolley says it's having a real impact on the workforce.
About 3/4 feel very anxious or depressed at the time of an incident, and 1 in 5 reported impacts on their physical health in the longer term.
The SPCA says it's devastated by the government's decision to override official recommendations to ban the public sale of fireworks. A cross-party parliamentary select committee unanimously recommended the full ban in May, also supported by Fire and Emergency. The government's opted not to change any laws. SPCA Senior Scientific Officer Alison Vaughan says they're disappointed as fireworks cause distress to pets and livestock.
And also crucially our native wildlife. But also we're concerned about the risk of fires. These are all entirely preventable causes of suffering.
Defence experts in favour of drones with strike capability as the government weighs its options. It's looking into buying one-way military strike drones that are operated by humans and used to drop explosives on a target. They're currently playing a huge role in ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East. Massey University Senior Fellow John Battersby says our Air Force lost its strike capability decades ago, so there's a need for
I
it.
think probably what we need to understand is we do have our military forces for the purposes of contributing to our defence somewhere.
To sport, Portuguese football manager Pedro Moreira will guide Auckland FC in their A-League football title defence next season. Meanwhile, New Zealand football's confirmed 12 men's and 10 women's teams will form part of an overhauled National League next year. A return to Irish rugby for Joe Schmidt as a coaching development consultant at Ulster. And Ukraine's National Olympic Committee has launched an appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport against the IOC governing body's decision to reinstate Russia into competitions. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.